Donald Trump is absolutely corrupt, and to make matters worse, he's also a coward. But now, in today's breaking story, Donald Trump is running away as a Justice Department lawyer he just fired has retaliated. Now, it's no joke. Donald Trump is ridiculously corrupt and also ridiculously cowardly. Of course, dealing with a corrupt coward, that's never fun. But unfortunately, as a result of Donald Trump's cowardly corruption, more and more people are suffering every single day.
And we've been covering this for a couple of hours already, and people have already been detained. So it's going to be 100 plus at least of workers being detained, maybe even a couple of hundred.
Yeah, here, let me give you a little wider perspective here. You can see just how rural this area here. It's all agricultural area of Camarillo. And then here's the main property with the, you know, the buildings, all the greenhouse, all that. So just based on how large this facility is, I can only imagine the cars that are parked along these buildings here. There's got to be hundreds, if not thousands of employees here for this one particular farm. So hard to say, but it looks at a lot of people, if not the majority of the people here that work at the property, are now being detained by ICE members.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But not only is Donald Trump's Gestapo out of control, Trump is basically building concentration camps.
Not enough access to showers, bad food, extreme temperatures, whether it's from hot to cold. They just seem to be always complaining about that. And then, of course, you mentioned it yourself, the size of the mosquitoes. One gentleman told us that they're the size of elephants. The second concern that we should talk about for these folks is that access to immigration attorneys. They say they haven't been able to see their immigration attorneys so that folks can understand at home watching. Typically in an ICE detention facility, you do get access to your immigration attorney. Not the case here, and we believe that's the case because, remember, this is a facility, Chris, run by the state, and it has been a facility where little people have been able to go inside to see what's really actually going on. We've been getting these stories, not just from relatives, but also from the detainees themselves by using their phones.
So, Senator, you are going to have a chance to go in this weekend. What are you expecting to see?
First of all, I expect to see a very sanitized facility, and we will only see what the administration want us to see. Here's the facts. We have the text messages. As a matter of fact, I just got a text message from another family member who's inside the facility. So we know that this worst of the worst rhetoric that is absolutely false.
It's absolutely despicable, this kind of nonsense. When I hear about this, it sounds like it's coming from a history book. This will be a dark plague on American history. But now, things just got worse, because Trump is running as a Justice Department lawyer he just fired has retaliated. Take a look at this. In a blistering 1-2 punch against Donald Trump's administration, two recently fired Justice Department officials are speaking out, and what they're saying paints a dire picture of democracy under threat. Former DOJ communications veteran Patty Hartman, fired after 17 years of service, issued a grave warning on social media. "We appear to be driving straight into an abyss that holds no memory of what democracy is, was, or should be." Her firing marks the fourth dismissal of DOJ employees tied to the January 6th investigations in just 1 month, a purge that Hartman says reflects Trump's desire to erase accountability for the Capitol insurrection he helped spark. But she's not alone. Another former official, DOJ attorney Erez Ruveni, is now blowing the whistle. Ruveni says he was pushed out after refusing to sign a legal brief packed with falsehoods, a document designed to prevent the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a man wrongfully deported under Trump's direction. "I didn't sign up to lie," Ruveni said. From that moment on, he described himself as a dead man walking. He recalled watching a top DOJ official lie to a federal judge, claiming there were no deportation flights planned, despite internal messages proving otherwise. One colleague even texted Ruveni during the hearing to confirm the deception in real time. Both Hartman and Ruveni paint the same disturbing picture: a Justice Department now serving the president, not the Constitution. Hartman said bluntly, that line between the White House and DOJ, it's gone. And as for Ruveni, he says career public servants now face a terrifying ultimatum: Remain loyal to the Constitution and risk your job, or stay silent and become complicit in the lie. Hartman warns, the road Trump is paving doesn't just bend the rules, it erases them. This is no longer about partisanship, it's about whether truth still has a place in America's justice system. Yeah, so long story short, when democracy is in trouble, America is in trouble. And by extension, we're all in trouble. Thanks a lot, Trump. You haven't made America great again, at all. If anything, you've only made America anxious again.